Hi friends, beautiful souls. How are you today? I'm back. I'm back. I haven't been because I've had some health issues and a little bit, but all good, all good. I wanted to come back and let you know that this is a place for you to relax. My name is Taide, and my brand is by Taide Designs. And I am making these videos because overall I want to help, and I've been through cancer 3 times. I've been to in infertility. I have had bullying, due to the cancer treatment. I've been through divorce too, but I have 2 beautiful children. So but everything that has happened has been. The more time passes, the more I see the clarity in why things happen the way they do without, at the moment, when something drastic passes, you realize that, why is this happening to me? Everything was going so well, and all of a sudden, like, I lost my job, or all of a sudden, your house, I hate to say things like that because to me it brings like, I don't know, thoughts I don't want to bring in this time. But I think that at some point we all receive those news, right? That kind of turn your life inside out, outside in. Just kind of, you see like a hurricane, and you see literally you see the sky, right? All dark, and you don't know what's happening, how, when. And then as time passes and you start digesting whatever situation it is, then you start like thinking, okay, well, we have the choice to think that. That's not what we all think, but I'm talking like the way it has helped me is by focusing on the positive. And I have found that everything that happens, if we don't pay attention to it, like, okay, this might sound like too much, but it's hard to do. If you don't pay as much attention to the negative as you do to your blessings every day, it's not gonna be the same. Your life is gonna change, and your life is gonna, you're gonna see more hope and hope and more hope. And I think that's very important for every day, especially this year. This is 2025. It doesn't seem to be a very great year, but we can make it great, but our attitude, right? So I am here too because I love art. Look at that. In my other house, I had old paintings all over behind me. I may do that again. This is a new house, and so that's why it might look different. Anyway, let's paint something like this. What do you think? While we talk, meditate, you may like and subscribe. That always helps the one making the video, right? And if you like, obviously, greatly appreciated, but not obligated. So anyway, these may seem hard, so we might just focus on, maybe it's your choice. If you want to do something on your own, you're more than welcome to. These are more, it's going like this. You can do your paper horizontal or vertical, like my other one. But yeah, this is my journal where I keep, meditating and trying to be better, trying to overcome those days of like you're searching for air, and then you take a deep breath and let go. But then next time you breathe, let it be the air of peace, and you breathe and then you let go. But now you breathe white, spiritual, peaceful, whatever you want, like whatever your essence is, something positive for you. You breathe all the love in and then let out any negative situation that you need to let go. We all have situations that we need to let go. And so let's try to do that, okay? Oh, let me... Okay, so just to create something, if you wanna just have a pen, it's fine. A pen, a pencil, if you don't, you know, it can be anything. A pen, I usually use Sharpie, just in case when I use watercolors, because you don't need the ink to bleed, which we can play with that later if we want to see how the ink bleeds. I have some brushes here, which I want to show you. Maybe you'll find them helpful. This is always a go-to. This is a silver black velvet. I love these brushes, but you know, I have them in all sizes. However, like in things like this, I might grab something flat because it's a different flow. But I mean, you can always do it with these two. And then you can use these type of brushes, like squares, small squares. You can do big squares. Make sure that it's a brush for watercolor, aquarela, because these, the white ones like this, and they're a little rougher, is for acrylic or the others. So anyway, I brought more pens. You don't have to worry about the pen right now. All you need is water. Have your water, and then you have a napkin and your watercolors, and it can be watercolor pencils. The most important thing is to relax, okay? To let go. I need to let go too. You know, it's been a tough time. Oh, I did this afterwards. I was just playing with the art. Okay. Anyway, so let me make sure that you can see. Okay. I'm gonna take most of these away for now, except for maybe this one and this one. I made another class, you know, making these little squares, but I wanted to redo it because it was so relaxing. That's why I have so many done. Look, I have double-sided, and then I have this one. So yeah, they're popular in my book. You can choose a palette, okay? And the way you make a palette, at least the way I made it, I'm a self-taught artist, okay? So I never was able to go to art class due to life circumstances, but anyhow, it could be different reasons for everyone. So if we want to make, say right now, let's say we have Easter coming, you know, St. Patrick's Day. So, this is St. Patrick's Day. Maybe a mix of greens, right? So I already have some green here. So it's like a darker green. So I'm gonna mix it with a more lively green. It's gonna make like an olive, dark olive. Something like that. Or you can use a regular green. It's just too bright. I like more natural colors. So green would be a good one. And then if we mix the green with some light blue maybe, like this. If you leave a hint of the previous color to the other colors, then it kind of makes it all go together, you know. Oh no, that's my kids, my babies, that I love so much. we were talking about mixing some green. So I had more or less like a dark green. So I'm gonna do an olive green, which is, I think, about this one. This one, yeah. And maybe I'll mix it with some blue, I said. It's a bit more. So there. So it's a very different green than this one, but it still has a touch, right? And then if we combine it with a tiny bit of blue, this is really bright, so I'm literally just using a tiny bit. And then this color will, maybe that's too much, but it's okay. So we have our canvas here. Can you see okay? Kind of trying to look at the video. Okay. So we're gonna just paint rectangles. If you have a, you know, this type of brush, just rectangles, one rectangle at a time. They don't have to be perfect, but they can be perfectly imperfect. I love to say that. And then this darker green, maybe the next one. You know, sometimes I like to make different, I don't know, ways to paint or to place my squares. You can make lines, obviously, and you know, but I like to mix it up. I always like to mix up things. But if you're more of a very organized, you may want to do all squares the same size. I wouldn't say don't measure, don't go to that extreme because this is also a way to have fun. So this is an orange. I'm mixing orange, and I put a little bit of this green, darker green. It can be a light brown with a little bit of green, just so that it all mixes together. So what am I gonna do here? Maybe I'm gonna do another here of that color. It can all be different colors. Here in between these two. Let's just play with the colors and meditate and breathe. Don't forget to breathe during this session. We forget how to breathe, you know, many times. And we don't. That's very good for us to breathe into. Give our body some oxygen. It needs it. It's not just a want, it needs it. So take a deep breath to kind of stretch your shoulders. Breathe and listen to your heart and your mind, both. But remember just to keep everybody. This is not an egocentric type of place. This is a place of purity, a place where everybody fits. Everybody gets along. I know it's an ideal place, maybe a dream for you, but it's not for me. It's not the type of humbaya, the song that you sing in camps, at camps or something, but it's more like I don't know. You are who you are for a reason, okay? And I respect whoever you wanna be. I just in tough situations and you know, with a lot of negative, sometimes can blind you a little bit and not give you a space to be yourself. And that's important to have in our lives, you know, being ourselves, being who we wanna be, you know. If you think about it, just think and maybe meditate this idea or marinate this idea. Imagine we're born, right? And everybody around you teaches you how to be. Why? Because you start walking, and because you know, you have to dress this way or that way, and other people judge. And I mean, I don't know, but in many places that would be a hard place to live. I grew up in a small town, and I remember, like, especially when I got cancer, I was so happy to go back, but then everybody made me realize I shouldn't be happy because of the way they were looking at me, like I was an alien or something. And you know, in the 80s, there was not as much talk about what cancer was or cancer is, and so everybody thought I was contagious. And well, you know, we all have our situations here and there, but in any case, I don't know, I was how can I say it? It was like a wake-up call, you know, kind of like, oh, I need to be like this, or I need to be like that, because everybody's like this, and there's magazines, and oh, you know, I love this walk, and you walk like that, and you want to be a model, and that's like the dream. My mom was a model and interior decorator. Oh, she still is, sorry. She still is. And so I grew up in that ambience, you know, she was a model. She was a very good model. She loved it. I love my grandparents so much. And I love my mother. It was a very different, but I grew up in a very different way than what I would ever think. Because I moved from Mexico to United States due to life circumstances. I would have stayed in Mexico too, and that would be another amazing. But you know, life is life. They bring you back to a place. You don't know where. It could be China, it could have been Italy, it could have been anywhere. But you know, in my case, it was United States, middle United States. And I had to come here and, you know, speak the language, and then, you know, some time for my treatments in the United States, and then going back to Mexico when I was little. And then when I was a teenager, my parents remarried, blah, blah, blah. We came to a new country. And then I had to do school in other language and blah, blah, blah. Again, my life, right? Changing 360 degrees in a short amount of time, if I want to say that. And so always making new friends, leaving friends behind. I cannot say that was easy. Still isn't, because I feel like my friends are all over the world. I went to France too. I lived there for a year. So anyway, my brother was born, my little brother was born when I was in Paris. So yeah, I have an amazing brother that is 20 years younger than me. And I became like his mom. I wanted babies so bad. Anywho, you know, now I look back, and you know what I remember? I don't remember being in treatment. I mean, if you ask me, I do have memories of being, you know, not feeling well or whatever. But really, I enjoy the good moments. I choose to remember the good moments, because I remember like Mexico, you know, and the plazas and the guitars and the mariachi and the guys selling the balloons outside the cathedral. It's such a happy place, a place you can walk without pain. It's a place where you see trees, even if the trees are scars, there's scars. it's still trees, and it's like there's still hope, you know. My city is central Mexico, where it's a very dry. It's very dry. It's very high in altitude, like over 2,000 feet. Don't quote me on that. But you know, I remember growing up, like saving the water and everything. And but you know, it was happy. It was happy. I don't know what happened, because I could go to the store and not be worried about a man, you know, trying to get me. Like, it, you know, it should be that way, shouldn't it? But it's like the life after. Well, I mean, I don't know before I was born, but I was a little in the 80s, and then I don't know. Back then, it was a small town and a few families. We knew each other, and then my grandpa, proud of my grandpa, rest in peace, my angel. He founded the university for Aguascalientes, city where I'm from, and he gave so much hope to so many people by founding the university. And man, I wish I could have gone to his university, but that was after we had to move to United States. And so I don't know, him and I had a very, very close relationship. In any case, I had to move here, and I don't know, my life has been full of those 360 degrees, and some good, and everything has a pro and a con, everything. But if we focus on the pros rather than the cons bring pros to us, and without the pros, we wouldn't feel the cons. You know, it's like it's a balance. It's a balance. So nobody in this world, and including myself, if you want, obviously, we all want. We're seeing ourselves here the same, okay? We all have a balance in our lives, in ourselves. Like we have a right, we have a left. Like we have some toes and we have a head, you know, all the extremes. And okay, sorry, I didn't say, but I'm just letting this dry, and then I'll come back with a pen or watercolor or markers, but a thin one, like I showed you. I love this too, the Tombow. And we can make designs inside, something simple. You can do your own, or you can follow mine. But in any case, yeah. What was I saying? I was saying so many things. Oh, we all have a right and a left. Yeah. We all have positive and negative thoughts. We all have positive but it's up to you to choose to build your path. You know, and it's okay to be humble. It's okay to be wrong. I mean, we're all learning. We're like babies, you know, compared to the age of the universe. So we're still learning. Why aren't we giving each other a chance? Why do we have to fight so much to have the best paying job? Why is there a most paying job when there is not enough pay to the people that, you know, are doing the hardest jobs? How can you compare the hardest to the non-hard jobs? Is it two opposites, right? Like, why don't we understand some things, and why countries need some visas and other countries doesn't? And, you know, this all messed up, because I like what John Lennon said. Imagine all the people living all in peace. I mean, and I know that has a pull too. Yeah, there is peace and there is those positives. But I think time, I mean, do you think that time is like becoming like faster and faster? And what I understand with what I know, I mean, the more I know, like the saying, the more I know nothing. The saying that these two poles are pulling together, which is making the dimensions. I don't know if you've heard of the dimensions on the way the cosmos are, including quantum physics and the new era, or what you call it, what it is, and why are they calling it the new era? And what about the stars? You feel more like talks about the stars and the planets aligning, and the moon, and portals. If you haven't, I mean, it's gonna be heard more and more. But it's gonna be good. It's not something for you to change your perspectives on anything. This is not against religion. If you think about it, it's not against anyone. It's just that being open-minded. See if it resonates with you. Maybe it resonates with you, maybe it doesn't. Some people might not have a hard life right now, and that's fine. But I think this year is like a wave, one of those waves that we feel. I feel that life is like a heartbeat. Do you realize that? Let me do one of these, like a heartbeat. So you have something like it. I mean, it's not gonna be the same, right? And then and then it repeats again, right? And then it repeats again. Anyhow, it's like any high point has a low point, and the bigger the point are, the lower, like this one, the lower it comes. Like every point you come to a low, but it always goes up. And so that's life, right? And because of the good moments over here, the good moments over here will always last for so long and come back down. But it's like you get a glimpse, right, of everything that you can do or you can't do, or you don't want to do. Not that you can't, because if you want to, you will be able to. But it's always a matter of teaching ourselves. On this one, I'm just doing circles, like filling most of the space with bigger circles, and then I'm gonna get smaller circles as I go. They don't have to fit inside a frame, but that's what I'm doing. So, and for you to know, this is not a hard exercise. It's just to meditate and think beyond. When I was little, I'm Christian, Catholic to be exact. I believe in Mother Mary, and I believe in God. Oh, so grateful for God. But I'm not, and I recommend not to be just, I'm Catholic and that's it, like we should be more open-minded and, or not think that because I'm Christian, I'll go to heaven directly. No, it's not about going to heaven or hell. It's how we wanna see it. And I still consider myself Catholic because I love Mother Mary. I have an altar for her. I have her with me all the time. And I even grew up thinking my name should be Mary, or in Spanish, Maria. In any case, but I don't know. I don't think that we should give each other or ourselves a better being better than anyone else, because we're all part of planet Earth, and we should be respectful of whoever we are, where we're from. The Earth doesn't belong to anyone. It belongs to it's a being. So we are kind of like cells in a body when it comes to Earth, Mother Earth, and it's up to us to get along, to make it easy for Mother Earth to breathe. And I think that's why all the ships are coming right now, and Mother Earth is kind of like shaking itself. And we need to come to the realization that, we can all work together. I mean, some are leaders, and hey, they can take the reins, but at the same time, not putting anyone down due to illness or due to life situations. Everybody needs to live, but there should be a balance, right? I couldn't work for a while, and I lost my job, but it's something that maybe I had to go through. We all have moments like happen from one moment to the other, and then we can't seem to get out of it, but that gives us hope, right? Without those downs, we wouldn't have hope, light, that sorry, I'm getting emotional, I don't know. That light shines upon you when you're in your darkest moments. Have you ever felt like that? That your life is about to crumble and you don't know what's gonna happen next day? I think we'll go through that, right? But we cannot let this sadness take over us. We have to embrace. It's okay to say that you're sad, that you're having a lot of emotions. It's okay to show them. I mean, why say, oh, boys don't cry? No, I'm sorry, but boys are also part of this earth, okay? And we're in here together, we have emotions. At least most of us, I think. I just overall, I think everybody deserves respect. I think Mother Earth deserves respect. I see my God as Mother Mary, as God, as as I learned it in my Catholic school. But there are some things in Catholicism that I don't agree with, and I'm not gonna go into details. But it's okay for us to think our way. I have my way to pray. I think that we can all have a balance in life. I think it's better to be a good person, kind to others, sensitive in a way, empathic, in order to help others and help yourself. If that's what you feel when you're helping others, right? So, in short, we just, I don't know, sometimes I think it's hard to let go because, I don't know, depending on situations in life, because of the way you were brought up. So I think that after the bad moments, in every situation, I have seen the great ones, and then you feel that God with you. You feel like this presence of, all of a sudden you feel that light, that I'm getting emotional because of happiness of how it makes you feel. I know it sounds crazy, but I did see Mother Mary. I have seen her 4 times. Well, one was hearing her, and throughout my cancer treatment, I was 7, and then I was 8. And then I saw her again, like about a year ago. And oh my goodness, I was in awe. She came at the right moment, at the right time. Anyway, there's too much of fantastic experiences that I've had, that it has been actually good. It was very hard to let everything go, especially after all my life, you study, you want to be this, you want to be that, and then life happens, I'm not doing what I thought I would do, which was international business. I'm not in my old job, which I have no idea what it was. I was doing something so special because of the kids at a hospital, and then after that, those were my moments, my shine, the kids, and then all this happened, and now I have no idea what's happening. No idea. And but I've been told, just just believe. I meditate. I try to be my best self, and if I try very hard to catch myself, because I didn't come to this earth to shake it in an uncomfortable way for anyone. There's some that have that mission, but it's not my case. I love to help. I love to inspire. I love to paint. I love to find the beautiful, even if most people call it ugly. Because everything has beautiful things in life. I was very close and very, very touched by, in the hospital that I worked at, there was a lot of leukemia patients. And every time I saw a Down syndrome baby, it would make me cry, because I see them as angels. I see them as beautiful teachers for so many of us. And at the same time, they bring us so much for us to learn. It's like they should be the teachers, not the people who are in charge, because they don't know. I'm not saying it's bad to be angry. It's bad to be mean to others, to hurt others. And I just think everybody deserves respect and come to a resolution together. It's not one way or the other. It's be able to compromise. That's the word. Compromise, Everybody deserves respect, not just because you consider yourself or you were voted to be the leader of such and such. You can put any name you want in it. Means that you can control others. It's not about control. We're talking here about being a leader, but being a leader of moving people the right way in order for Mother Earth to work correctly, to help her. And with the beautiful technology nowadays, we can put it in beneficial, to all of us. So anyway, I think I had no idea what I was going to talk about today, and then I ended up even crying. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me. Okay, here we go. Oh no, wait. Where's this? So hold on. Okay, so after that, let's take a deep breath and kind of let go. Hey, it's okay to cry sometimes, that's therapy too, because you're letting go in some way. Things that might be bothering you or affecting you even from the past, you might not even know it's in your subconscious. So if you see this video tonight, go outside and see the planets aligned. I use the app on my iPhone. It's probably for every phone. It's an old app. It's called Star Chart. And so if you have it, you'll see the moon and you'll see all the. I think right now you can see Jupiter really big. It's like yellow. You can see Mars. You can see Venus. You can see Saturn. Saturn is really big too. like ones that you never see. I mean, I remember seeing Saturn and Jupiter, but really little. I never thought those were actually the planets. That was so awesome. Anyway, much love to you, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye.